Hello. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Gareth. How are you? Sorry, I'm just getting organised here. I thought I would do a live stream this afternoon. It's a horrible, nasty, wet day. Newport Carnival should have been on. I was going to go over and live stream that, and I didn't go because it was cancelled. And unfortunately, that's the way of the way of the world. All the hard work that the carnival team had done, and the weather was against them, so they cancelled because obviously health and safety is an issue. So I thought, well, as I'm not live streaming the carnival today, I'll live stream what I got. And I had some parcels you may have seen. So hello Jan, hello Gareth, hello Andrew, hello Susan, all coming in this afternoon. How lovely. Jan coming in there. I think might be your first time on a live stream. I'm not sure. But Jan runs, let me introduce Jan. Jan runs the Isle Access charity, which is an amazing charity which helps to raise awareness of people. Sorry, let's start that again. I had a blank there. I'll access. Hello, Janice. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Facebook user. Whoever's up, Facebook user. If that's you coming in from the group, can you go to streamyard.com/ and put your name, or just tell me who you are. Hello, Yvonne. Lots of you coming in. Kath coming in there nicely. Oh, I think you're all bored with the weather, so we're going to have a bit of fun. Anyway, as I say, Jan just came in there now. She's coming in from Facebook. Some of you are in Facebook. So this is Jan, and Jan runs the Isle Access charity with a massive team. Well, I don't know if it's a massive team, but it's a very busy team. And they have done some amazing work in raising the visibility of the island and the way that the island can help people who've got disabilities. Years ago, Jan said to me, she told me that the island was losing loads of business because people with disabilities didn't have the information, and so therefore didn't come to the Isle of Wight. It might be that the island was suiting their needs, but if we don't tell them, then they're going to go somewhere else where they do tell them. So Jan has done an amazing amount for tourism on our island and for the people with disabilities. Just introducing you there. Let's see who else is in. Andrew, long-time member of the Go Live Granny community. Gareth there coming in from YouTube. Fairly new acquaintance there. Gareth is part of the Crafters Companion community that I belong to, one of the crafters, but he also lives on the island. Susan there, a long-time member of the Go Live Granny community, as is Kath. There we are. Lovely to see you all on this horrible. Now, this is the Facebook user. I don't know who that is. If you're in the group, it won't tell me your name unless you give it permission to tell me your name. I don't know. It must be something to do with groups. So let's go back. Let's see who else is here. There's Janice. Hello, Janice. Nice to see you, long-term member of the Go Live Granny community. Rachel, also a member of this community for a long time. Yvonne, there we are, one of my besties. Nice coming in from the other side of the island, over in Ventnor. And Andrew coming in from Scotland. Have a good day. I'm having a good day, even though it's a horrible day outside. Inside, it's lovely. I'm in a total mess at the moment because I've been reorganizing in my craft room. I'm sitting in the doorway of my craft room at the moment, but I wanted to show you my lovely goodies and make you feel a bit cheery on this horrible day. And of course, raise awareness of any of the charities or anything. We have lots of charities on the island. We support lots of them. Lots of you have helped me support them, and through my crafting, I will be doing lots more fundraising. And that's why I thought, well, let's show you what I'm going to do. Now, Susan's just asking me a question. Right. Oh, right. Susan is a long-term member of this community. We haven't seen each other for ages, and she was going to ask me if I wanted to catch up in Newport either before or after the carnival tonight, but clearly the weather had other plans. Shame, so much hard work involved for all concerned, and it really is. And they don't take that, they don't take that decision lightly. And I find it so sad when they put the decision up and somebody says, oh, you're cancelling because of the rain. They don't realise just the health and safety and all the issues. They wouldn't just decide to cancel just for the heck of it, because they're all volunteers and they've spent hours and hours getting the carnival ready, as have all the people that were going to be in the carnival. And they've spent money out on things, and now they won't recoup that money tonight because they're not out doing the carnival and shaking the tins. Well, I don't think they're allowed to shake the tins, but they're not getting money in their buckets from the carnival, which means they've got to do more fundraising, even just to stand still. So, we're going to do lots of fundraising coming up for lots of different charities. Hi, Sam. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. It jumped. Let me. So Jan is saying thank you. It's all right. Thank Jan. I think you do an amazing job. Ailey's coming in there, long-term member of this community from Invergordon in Scotland. I'm looking well. I tell you what, I'm very tired, but I thought it doesn't matter. I'm tired because I've been I'm reorganizing my craft room, but at the moment you'd think a bomb had fallen in here. But it hasn't. It's just I'm the bomb. That I've just been moving things around. I've been watching people and their craft room tours and getting lots of ideas as to how to maximize the space in my craft room so I can get all my crafty stuff in. Andrew's off to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz. He's going to watch it in Aberdeen. That would be nice. And there's Hazel. Now, Hazel's been a long-term member of this community, and normally I would say, hello, Hazel, coming in from Australia. But she's already coming from Australia. She's not in Australia at the moment. She is originally from the UK. She's, been a member of our community for a long time. And normally she's waking up as we're going, she's waking up when I'm doing my late night broadcast. But anyway, she's actually in the UK. And some of us are meeting up this week. So if you're on the island and would like to meet up with Hazel, we've got a meet up this week. I won't put the details on here. If you want to catch up with us, those people that I know wanted to come, I've already told them the venue and the time and the date. And Hazel, of course, knows that. But if anybody else wants to catch up, I don't know, Gareth, whether you're about and would like to meet some of the community. It's entirely up to you. But let me know and I'll give you the details privately. Hello, Sam. Now, Sam, where are you coming in from? Let's hang on. Wait a minute. Let's go. Sorry, the comments are jumping. So, Sam, hello. Where are you coming in from? I know you're coming in from Facebook. Here we go. But whereabouts do you live? Are you UK based? Yvonne says she can't wait to meet up with Hazel. That's going to be lovely. And everyone's wishing Andrew a good time. Hazel's looking forward to meeting up. Look, there she is, looking forward to meeting up. And this should have been something that happened 2 years ago. Hazel was all set to come to the UK. Was it 2 years? Yes, I think it's 2 years. Hazel was all set, ready to come to UK, and COVID happened and she had to postpone it. But we now have it to look forward to rather than a memory from the past. So that's quite exciting. Ailey's been watching my live from last year, Christmas in July. Okay. Been doing a bit of Christmas in July because the craft people all start Christmas stuff in July. So there we go. So let's have a look. And Susan's saying you have to make a mess to create a good space. And Gareth's saying he'd be happy to help me out with my room. Oh, Gareth, that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's message each other afterwards, because I have been moving furniture that I shouldn't have been moving. I know I shouldn't have done, and people will tell me off, but I was here on my own and I needed to start it. And what I've done is I've created more space going upwards by putting bookcases on top of spaces that are, flat spaces. So I've created up higher. There we go. Richard's here. Richard, you're on the island. Richard lives on the mainland, but Richard and I met on a number 9 bus one day on the island, and Richard comes to the island regularly. And because I believe it's because Hazel was coming that Richard had planned to be here as well this for the next few days. So that's lovely. He's going to meet up as well. Right. So everyone's saying hello to everybody, saying hello. Right, so Susan's saying send the details. But yes, I will do, Susan. I'll remind me and I'll send you the messages afterwards. Donna is asking how I am. I'm getting much better. I still get very fatigued since the pneumonia, but of course it doesn't help if I start trying to reorganize the craft trip. But it's going to be a wonderful working space when I've got it how I want it. I've got rid of Ace Waste came and took some bits of rubbish that was lying around my flat. They took some stuff out the way, and I'm doing more organization now, and hopefully I will one day. I'm 72. I'm nearly 73. Do you think I could actually get organized as I turn 73? It hasn't happened in the last 72 years, but let's see what we can do, because I have so much I want to do. I want to make so much for charity. And if I can get this space organized, I mean, I'm happy to have some of the crafters from the island coming and crafting here on a craft along if they would like. But I would love to do stuff for charity, and there's lots of charities that need our help. So that's what we need to do. Ailey's doing well. She's saying, I'm not doing today's carnival, Sparkly Princess Lambert, because it's been cancelled. Newport Carnival should have been this evening or soon, I think, but it was cancelled due to the adverse weather. I have had a message from some of the Ride Carnival team who were very kindly used to give me lifts home last year. I think I put a message somewhere that said I will do carnivals this year if I can get lifts both ways, and I've very kindly been offered lifts by some of the Ride Carnival gang. It's just a shame that one of the Ride Carnivals I won't be able to be there for because I've got prior engagement, but the other one I will. The main one I will. I think the Illuminated I won't, but maybe somebody else will live stream it anyway. John's Club are at the carnival this year. Which carnival are they going to be in? Sparkly Princess, tell me. It would have been 7 o'clock, you think. I couldn't quite remember what time, because the Illuminated is later, isn't it? It's sort of like 8 or 9, but there we go. So anyway, so I think I've said hello. Right, and Donna's saying she watched a great air display today, parachuted coming out of planes. It was good at display. So yes, there are the things that we can watch even when things are cancelled. And one of the things I probably will do later or tomorrow is find my live streams of Newport's Carnival in years gone by. And then I can put that out and people can see a carnival from Newport, even if it's not this year's carnival. And the red arrows, excellent, Donna. Yes, so they're hoping that they can go ahead with their Illuminated Carnival. So let's fingers crossed that the Illuminated Carnival, I can't remember when the Illuminated Carnival is for Newport. If you Google the carnivals, they're all online. So you should, and I'm going to get to the ones I can get to. I do have some time out with family, I think on the Shanklin one, so I'm going to miss the Shanklin one. And I'm going to miss one of the Shanklin ones and one of the Ride ones. But other than that, hopefully I will be able to do as much as I can, especially if I get lifts. But, I get so fatigued now since I had pneumonia that I am going to be relying more on taxis or people that can help me out. So let's have a drink, and then I'm going to show you what I got. The other day, I had part of an order. So I don't know if any of you recognize this bag, Temu. Temu is a brilliant new company that have been they were advertising some very cheap craft stuff and other stuff online, and I thought, if it's cheap it might not be any good, it might fall to bits, I don't know, don't want to spend my money like that. So I didn't. But then my son said he had lots of stuff from Temu and it was really good. So I thought, what's to lose? Because they do so many craft things, let's have a look and see. So I did an order, and part of the order came the other day. And since I did this order, I've done some more orders because the stuff is so reasonably priced. So you will find in this box of goodies that I have some things for the house. Oh, hang on. Richard's not here on the island yet. Oh, right, okay. Richard will be here from Sunday night. So we're meeting up with Hazel later this week, and Richard will be here in time. So that's good. Excellent. Happy and safe traveling when you do travel. So I've put all the goodies into this box. This was a box I ordered off Crafter's Companion. Gareth will probably recognize these because these were on a really good offer this week for Crafter's Companion, and I ordered quite a few of these because I'm trying to organize my craft room. I thought, right, these would be good for stacking on the shelves with lots of bits and pieces in. So they came the other day, and I treated myself to a new chair for my craft room. So I wanted a swivel chair. In my kitchen, I've got a swivel chair. Because I can't get up and do so much as I used to, I find it much easier to sit on the swivel chair and wheel myself around. So I've made life very easy for me in there. So I thought, actually, I need a swivel chair for the craft room. And the swivel chair is, what colour do you think my swivel chair is? And Gareth's saying these are Simon boxes. They call them Simon boxes. Crafter's Companion is a company that's run set up by Sarah Davies and her husband, obviously now working with her in the company. And I mean, he I think designed or organised these boxes, so everybody calls them Simon boxes. I've got the ones that don't have any inserts, but you can have some inserts where you can section them off and have lots of different bits in sections, but I wanted just ones without, so that's good. Hazel's got it in one. She thinks my new chair is purple, and you're right. Now, Gareth, if you want to come and help me in the craft room sometime soon, maybe you could put the chair together for me, because it's one of those, it's come in bits. It's in a box. I haven't even opened it yet, but it might need a little bit of screwing together. So let me know, Gareth, let's have a chat online. No, let's have a private chat afterwards. So let's dig into yes, Yvonne, you're right as well. Purple. It was. So let's dig in. Oh, that's amazing. Look, Gareth, just a wonderful member of our community, a wonderful member of the Crafters Companion community. It's just so nice to have so many lovely people that we chat with and we, have pass the time with. It's just nice, and thank you for that, Gareth. So you'll meet all the lovely people who've been in some of the people in this group have been in this group, Gareth, since, well, I started live streaming in 2016, and it was mostly to do the carnivals and things like that. When pandemic hit, people still wanted me to live stream. And of course, I couldn't go and live stream carnivals because there weren't any carnivals. So I live streamed from my garden. I created a garden. I live streamed my craft stuff. I read stories to people in the afternoon and all sorts, because I'm an ex-teacher and I can. And now we're just still going on. But obviously, I was seriously ill at Christmas. I can't do as much now, but I'm doing what I can to keep you entertained, and while there's breath in my body, I'm going to have a go at that. Anyway, the first item out of the box is not craft. It's some clips, some of those clips that go on the top of your, your bags, so that all your stuff doesn't spill out in the freezer. I'm very good at some of you will have seen me spill some peas on my floor the other day. Didn't mean to do it, but I managed to just spill the peas all over. I managed to spill a lot of peas in the freezer as well. So I thought I'd get some of these little clips to go on. And look, but would you believe there's no purple ones in there? I feel cheated. Never mind. I'm sure they'll do the job just as well, whatever colour they are. So there we are. That's and I bought myself. This is not craft related either, although I probably could make it into a craft related item. But this is a little thing. I keep forgetting whether I've taken my tablets or not, and so I decided to get myself a little box. And at the beginning of the week, put the tablets put the tablets in for the whole week, and then I would be able to see, wouldn't I, if I'd taken my tablet? Well, that's the theory. Finley, I am hoping to go to Sandown Carnival next week if the people who've offered me a lift can give me a lift. If I can get a lift, I will go, but otherwise it's just too tiring for me. Right, let's have something out of the crafty section. So, oh, I don't know if you can, how well you can see this. Wait a minute, let's get a piece of, wait a minute, I'll get a piece of paper. Sorry, I've got a whole pile of paper under the camera to raise it up. Wait a minute, let's have a look. Don't know if you can see. It's a stencil with lots of little, what am I trying to say? Gingerbread men. Gingerbread men. There we go. Yes, I think the Sandown Carnival is this Wednesday. I think somebody can Google it and check it out and give us. I'm sure it's when I'm on the island, and so if it was, yes, I'm sure it must be, because I'm going off for a little bit of family time. Right, so look, gingerbread men stencils. I'm going to have fun with that. And some of these, so cheap. Some of the things in this box were only about 50p each. Some were more. I don't think I paid more than £2 or £3 for anything in this box, and mostly it was under £1. So something that I needed for my crafting. Hang on, I didn't get time to open all the bags. They're all in plastic. It's on Saturday, is it? All right, Saturday, and then I think the illuminated one is on a Wednesday, isn't it? I think so. I've got some little bottles like this, and they've got, oh, I don't know if you can see, they've got a fine point in there that you put on the top, and these are very good for putting glue, just a tiny bit of glue when you're doing crafting. And I've seen the good crafters use those, so I thought I'd better get some. Then, this is not for crafting. This is a toilet brush. In fact, too much information. I bought 2 toilet brushes. They're slightly different, and I hardly paid anything for them, but I wanted to see how well I could, get round the rims and ridges with my toilet brushes. So, too much information, I know. So what else have we got in here? Right, this is a die that cuts out shapes, and this is a camera and a roll of film. Whoops, see if you can see it. A camera and a roll of film. Look, there we go. And this one, this is a pillow box, and things to decorate. So the outside, the big outside part, makes one of those little, those gift boxes that are like a little pillow. But what I will do is I will make some of these things up so you can see. So we'll have another live stream when I've made the things up out of here. Okay, so that's the pillow box. Do hit the share button, folks, if you're enjoying this. Because other people might like to come and enjoy. They might not, but they might. Oh, and something that was about 38p. And in fact, I treated myself to 2 of them. It's to stand your phone on. And so I've got one that's going to go in the kitchen, because I always balance my phone on the kitchen. The other one is the phone is on one of them. And then I've got one that I can have in the kitchen as well. And I thought that was very good. 38p worth, or 2 lots of 38p. Make my life easy. Living dangerously here, my dad would say. Buy 2 of them. Absolutely. So what else have we got? Now these little pots. I've seen these. I've seen a lot of these things elsewhere at much higher prices than I have paid for any of these items. And I'm going to put a banner going across the bottom here, because I've told lots of you about hang on, where is it? So there we, oh no, that's not the one I wanted to do. Hang on, what's the one? Oh no, this is the one I wanted to do. Right. So I've told lots of you about Top Cashback, and how if you buy a lot of things from the sites that are on the cashback site, you get money back. And I have done it since February, the end of February, towards the end of February. And I haven't bought anything I didn't buy. I wasn't going to buy it anyway. And in terms of cashback, I haven't had it all yet. I've had £100 back, actually gone into the bank, and I've got about another 30 something sitting on the system till it clears. Now, if anybody wants to know more about it, I'm gladly willing to share the news with you, because why wouldn't you want to get money back just for buying the shopping you're buying anyway? And I have to say, Crafter's Companion is one of the sites that you get cash back from, which is amazing, because I get good deals on Crafter's Companion and then I get money back. But also Temu, I can't believe it. Temu, their prices are so reasonable, and then they're giving cash back on top of that. Can you believe it? So if you want to know about top cashback, that's the reference. That's my link. If you come in through my link, you will get £10 on your system. You won't get it immediately, because you have to be active on the account for a while, and then you get your £10. And then you can go on and recommend people, and they do more. You get a better deal. You get a good deal when you recommend people as well. Now, people will know that I only recommend things that I like, and businesses that I like, or that I've used, or that my family or friends have used. And I just can't believe the cash back. I do my shopping, I get cash back. I get Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Asda, all of them. But you have to get savvy, because some of them give more cash back than others, and it depends whether you mind where you shop and what you're shopping for. So I shop in more than one supermarket. Then I have to weigh up whether the delivery cost is going to wipe out the cashback. But I've got time on my hands, and I'm happy to share and help people if they want to know. Anyway, let's go back to what I've got here, and having got my cashback on these. Now this, it might look like a pillbox. It's not. Anybody in the craft world might know what it is. So anybody in the craft world, whoops, hang on. Oh, it's got stuck to the bag. This is a paint dauber, right? And there's lots of applications for putting paint on craft things. And these, that's the handle. And then you have these little things that go on, so you can change the color. You take that, you don't need loads and loads of handles. You can have lots of these little things, and you only need one handle. And these are the little boxes that you can put your inky paint, your inky pad in. So I thought that was a good idea to try and stop me getting so inky. I'm not sure it will work. I'm sure I'm probably going to get very inky if I know me. But anyway, I thought it was fun. So that was that. And I got another one of the, I've got 2 or 3 of these. And I just, it's useful to have 2 or 3, but I don't need loads. And then I also bought some more of the pads that go on those. And I also bought well, in here somewhere, but they seem to have disappeared, are some of these with a dome, that are dome shaped. Okay, so for different applications, still doing the same thing, but with a different application. So what do you think of it so far? Do you think it's all rubbish, or do you think it's good? Hang on, I've dropped something else. Oh, I dropped a gingerbread man down there. No, it was a gingerbread girl. Let me show you the gingerbread girl. Look, I could not resist. Whoops, hang on. I could not resist this little gingerbread girl stamp. Look at that. Isn't she lovely? Christmas is coming, gingerbread and all that. So I thought that was wonderful. So wait a minute, I've gone off the comments, so I can't see if you're commenting. Ailey's been to, wait a minute, let's go back. Ailey's been to Donnock Beach yesterday with your support team. Excellent. Jan's got to go. Good catching up with you. Speak soon. Excellent. Bye, Jan. Looks good to you. You have a large basket of bits in Temu, but haven't done the checkout yet. Well, if you haven't done the checkout yet, Susan, don't do the checkout until you've joined. Have you joined Top Cashback? If you already have Top Cashback, make sure you go most of them you can't do through the app. It says you won't get the cash back if you go through the app. But if, so I always do it on my big computer, except the other day when my computer wouldn't work, it was playing up, and there was a really good deal on Crafter's Companion, and some of the things sell out. So I thought, rather than have it sell out, I will go do it on my phone. It has put cash back on, but I'm not sure whether it will take it off again, because it just says. So if you haven't joined already, Susan, then or if you're not sure whether you have or not, just try it. Sometimes if you've got a second email and you've done it before and you didn't know whether you had, then you could do that. But on the other hand, if you're already joined, that's fine, but make sure you go through the link. If you haven't joined already and you come via my link, you will get £10 on your system, which has to not to be sniffed at. Right, I'm thinking of a little man in my family, not only a little man, but the bigger children as well. Look, oh my God, let's open it up, because you're getting the reflection off the plastic, aren't you? So it's not an elephant with a trunk. It's I think it goes up that way, doesn't it? It's a gaming, it's a thing. It's the thing, right? Does it go up that way or the other? No, I think it goes up the other way, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know. Look, it's a thing that they play their games on the computer, and I thought, oh, I just had to better have that. So Yvonne is saying she loves Temu for her crafty things. Are you signed up with cashback, Yvonne? Because you would get lots of cashback on all your crafty things. So let me know. So Susan's going to look. Is it a safe shopping site? Yes, it is. It is. And my son's done a lot of it. And that's why I wasn't sure to start with whether to do it. But I've been assured by my son and other people that it is good and safe. Right. Now, for the musical people amongst you, and Susan is one of the musical people amongst you, because I met Susan through the brass bands on the island. I've forgotten which one you were in. Susan, remind me. And I used to go and record the brass bands on the island. A controller at the bottom. That's it. Oh, I got it the right way up. That's good. Yes. So I used to go over to Shanklin, to the Reelston Vectis Brass. There we are. She was in Vectis Brass, and I used to go and live stream at the Shanklin bandstand, and they have concerts over there on a Sunday, and I think other nights through the week, and it's just amazing and wonderful. There we go. It's just a shame that our marketing department don't tell the world about it and don't tell the visitors about it. That's why you have to have people like me. So I do. And we all do. We share it. Look, so there's some musical notes, and I thought that would come in nicely on a few cards. And then this one. That's a whizzy sort of box or greetings card. I've forgotten. I got to go back and look at it. I knew what it was when I ordered it. I think it's a greetings card. And all these bits, when you put it through the die, it cuts and scores, and then you fiddle about, and it can become something beautiful, hopefully. So Susan was also playing with a Sandown Shanklin military band too. Yes, I knew you were in more than one band. So that's good. Now a non-crafty item, but this I'm going to put in my shower to stop all the hair, to stop the hair going down the plug hole. I thought I'd have a go. There we are. You've downloaded the app, but Andrew, make sure that you are have a look. But if you're already on top cashback, then make sure that you use that. If you use Temu, because you get money back. If you haven't, then go through my link and you'll get £10. But what was I going to say? But it says you won't get it by using the app, but going through. I do it on the computer. I go on the computer and do it. I look on the app. I get lots of ideas on the app, and then I go on the computer, so I get the cash back. Right, Christmas is coming. Did you know? Christmas is coming. Look, lots of Christmas trees, but they don't have to be Christmas trees. They can just be trees in a forest, can't they? Yeah, right. Oh, so Andrew says he definitely needs to get Top Cash back up and running. You do, definitely do. And then if you like it, you'll recommend it on to other people. Now, I'm going to tell you, when I recommended it to my hairdresser, she signed up and she's gone all the way through the process. So she's had her £10. And because she's had her £10, I had my benefit from signing her up. Now, don't forget, I don't recommend things I don't use myself or my family don't use. So this is not just to make sure people sign up. It's because I enjoy it. And so what was I going to say about it? Yeah, so it varies. Sometimes it's £25 you get for referring somebody. Sometimes it's 30. The other day they put it up to 40. So when the person who's signing up qualifies, and you have to go through a process of, buying shopping. They don't just suddenly give you your £10, but I can watch, or if you sign somebody up, once you sign up, you can watch the process and it will tell you how anybody's doing. Now, I've had loads and loads of people sign up, but I've only had one person who's actually gone all the way through. I've got one or two who are doing a bit and mostly people doing nothing. So it's one of those things, lots of people will sign up, but sometimes they won't do anything. So wait a minute, let's have a look. So Andrew's saying he's got more confidence in Temu now and have downloaded the app to have a look. Ailey's saying she bought a USB stick from the charity shop. It was full of photos of a pipe band in Glasgow. Andrew managed to find the owner. Thanks, Andrew. Oh, that was nice. Well done, Andrew. I bet they were really upset to have lost that. Anyway, what's this? Macclesfield Youth Band are playing at Ralston Bandstand on Sunday the 30th at 3 p.m. Watched them play a few years ago at the Needles and they were really good. Thing is, you see, I can only go and watch these things now if I can get a lift both ways. And of course, for me to get to the bandstand in... I'd love to go, but for me to get to the bandstand in Shanklin, it's quite a hike on the bus, and then there's quite a walk from the bus down to the band. It's not, if you're fit and able, it's not a lot. Yes, I am free that day, Susan. I would love to go. Are you going? I am free. Originally, I was going to be busy that day, but I'm not busy. I had put my name down to do a craft along with the Crafter's Companion, but I haven't been lucky enough to get that. So, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm free. So I'm free. All right. Okay. Think about it. Well, you think about it, Susan, and then let me know. Right. So I, having got the musical notes, look, I got more musical notes. Whoops. Hang on. Which way does this go? So this is a lovely stencil. So I can stencil my background when I'm doing crafty things. So that's lovely. So I'm going to have a go. I have never really used stencils very much. And they're just marvellous. I've watched the Crafter's Companion people do them and they make such marvellous things. I don't know why. I've never used them very much. So I now have a load of stencils. I haven't done much embossing. I'm going to do lots of embossing. As in, putting a paper through and embossing a shape on it. But I also want to do the other sort of embossing, the heat embossing, where you put, you stamp a stamp in with sticky ink, or sticky stuff, sticky ink, yeah. And then you put powder over it and heat it, and that's amazing as well. Susan likes the stencil. Excellent. Now, this one is a happy birthday one. I've got lots of happy birthday ones, but I liked the font on this one, so I'm going to open it so you can see. Because sometimes you're making a card and you want a little tiny happy birthday, and sometimes you want it big. And I went for this nice big one. Look. And sometimes it does the happy separately from the birthday, and sometimes it's all joined up. So I've got a lovely one there that's happy birthday. So I've got choices. Okay. And now, is the circus in town? It certainly is, because I bought some circus paper. So I don't know if I can... That wasn't very good flicking, was it? Let me look at the outside of the packet. Where did I just put the outside of the packet? I had it in my hand. Oh, there it is. So look, can you see the different papers that are on there? Okay. So that'll be make a fun card. Right. So Facebook user, you're saying, I did try shopping with Wish, but not so good and takes over 4 weeks for delivery. This wasn't 4 weeks. This I ordered this on the 16th. So that's not bad, is it? This order was ordered on the 16th, and part of the order came on Thursday. They split it into 2 packets, and then the rest came today. Is it Saturday? Yes, it came today. So, and there's lots more things. So this is a lovely little packet. And again, you know, lots of these things were under £1. Some of them were under 50p, less than 50p. So here in this bag, I've got lots of little clips. I'm going to do a lot more sewing. I used to sew, and I'm going to renew my sewing. But these days they don't pin the stuff; they clip them like that. But these clips are also good if you're putting things together that need glue and need to what am I going to say? Sorry, brain fog. Yes, if you need the glue to set, then you can hold them on with those little pegs. Okay, so let's see what else we got now. Red liner tape. That's an absolute crafter's friend. If you need to stick something that really well, you know, so it doesn't slip or anything, if you're making construction things like boxes. Whoops. Let's see if I can. Oh, I can't reach it. Hang on. Here's one I made earlier, if I can get up. Whoops. Oh, the lid's come off. Oh. This is what I made. I've been on the Craft Along twice on Crafter's Companion, and this was the second time I was on, and I made this box. And when you're making boxes, you really need red liner tape because it's very strong and it doesn't shift. Sometimes when you're making things, you need wiggle room. So you need to, you might need to put something on and move it about a bit. You can't move it about. If you use red liner tape, once it's stuck, it's stuck. That's it, for good. So if you get it wrong, well, as they say, it's just a bit of card. Anyway, this was the Craft Along thing I made, crafting along with the experts. So that's a box that opens up, and I haven't put the handle on that she put on. Michelle McCarthy did this. No, was it Michelle or was it? No. This was Debbie's. And then take the lid off. And in here, I have something. It is a present, but I think the person who it's a present for doesn't watch my live streams. So let's hope they don't. Look, I bought this as a little paper mache brown little elephant, and I gave him him or her a makeover. So I loved doing that the other day. That was fun. But anyway, I might present it in this box. This was a box I made with Craft Along, but I might use it as the wrapping for the present. Oh, let's put that all back together. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. And I love making things like that, but red liner tape is brilliant for doing those sorts of things. Hang on, there's still locks in the back box. So red liner tape, very important. Also, so I still don't know who's in the face, who that was who did shopping on Wish. Let me know who it was, because I can only see it as a Facebook user. Right, then I've got 3 reels of. Now this is self-adhesive. No, I think this is foam tape. This is foam tape. Another crafty item that we need lots of. When you want to raise, when you don't want your card completely flat, and you want a little bit raised up to give it a more dimension, you use foam underneath those pieces. So I stacked up with foam, and that was a really good deal. Red liner tape was a really good deal. And then what else have I got? Oh, loads of things in here. Look, now I've got lots of alphabet things, but I just thought this was fun, and I thought I could make little bunting with people's names on, you know, because they're little flags, aren't they? And you can break them all apart and use them individually, but I tend to keep them together when they're like that so they don't get lost. And then you know, cut out the bits, cut from the paper the bits I want. So I just thought that I could make bunting. You know, maybe on somebody's birthday card I could do the bunting with their name on it. I've also got stuff to make big bunting, you know, and I'll be showing you some more of those sort of things as we go along in the next few weeks or whatever. Right, now this one, trunk up for good luck. Excellent. You love the elephant, very smart, and that box is really clever. It's what they call an exploding box. That's what they call it in the craft world, an exploding box. Right. Oh dear, I can't get this open. Hang on. But it's better if I do take them out of the packet so that the shine. I've never quite got my lighting right. I need to work on that bit more, but nobody seems to worry too much. So these are little tiny envelopes that you can cut out. So hey, so who's on Facebook? Somebody's saying, hello, Lynn, so lovely to see you, but I don't know who it is. So if you identify yourself, I will know who you are, but I can't otherwise. So these are little envelopes, and you can, you know, fold them up and put them on the outside of a card. Oh, Karen, hi, hello, Karen, hello, nice to see you, Karen Brereton. Lovely to see you. Nice to see you here. So yes, so these are little envelopes, and then you can put them on the front of a card, and when you folded it up you can actually slide something in. See that there's a hole there? I'll have to do it. Those of you who are crafty will probably understand what I mean. Those who don't make cards might find it a bit more difficult to understand what I'm saying, but I will be making lots of cards and sharing them once this craft room is organized. And I have put another table in my craft room because I had a desktop, and I got rid of the bottom of the desk because it was too big and bulky, and I had the best desktop and I was going to throw it out. And then my son said, why are you throwing it out, Mum? You need something to do your crafting on. And then I realized I could balance it on a 4-foot go put back table, which I have, which is over there. And then so I did that, and then I built shelves on it. But I built them. I only had I had the sides of the shelves, but I couldn't get it all together. It was an old bookcase. So what I did, and I think I told you before, I used cans of carrots and kidney beans and things to prop the shelves up on the ends. So I'd put some tins at the end where the shelf was going to go, then put a shelf on, then put some more cans of beans, and then put a shelf on, and did all that. But then when I've been looking at, so I have got stuff on my big craft table, and then of course I keep putting things on the table, so there's no space to craft. So that's over there. So now when this is all finished, I'll do a tour for you. So I've now got a craft table here, and I'm going to have my nice new purple wheelie chair. That I'm looking forward to that, and then I will be able to move around on, you know, well, as long as there's nothing on the floor, I'll be able to move around on the wheels, won't I? So that's going to be good. And I want to do loads and loads of crafting. Really, in the run up to Christmas, I want to do loads that we can raise loads of funds for lots of the charities on the island. So that'll be good. Now, this is a lovely one. Don't know if you can see what it says, but I'll tell you. It says, have I got it the right way up? I think it would be better if it went that way up. Would it? But it's probably backwards. I don't know. I love you to the moon and back. Right. Somebody, Andrew or somebody, can you help Karen to get some update on how to access the live other than Facebook, as Lynn can't see you? I can see that it's, look, this is what happens, Karen. That's what I get when you're coming on, but you're coming, I believe you're coming in from the Go Live Granny community group, And when you're in a group, Facebook won't tell me who you are unless you give Facebook permission. So you can go to streamyard.com/Facebook and then you can give it permission, or you can go to my Facebook Go Live Granny page, and you'll find us there live streaming there. Or if you go to YouTube and find the Go Live Granny channel over there, you can come in via YouTube. Yeah, so there we go. That's it. Look, Susan's saying you just need to give StreamYard approval to show your name. Yeah, because there's some rules about being in a group, and I don't know. I don't understand it. I just know that's what you have to do. So thank you, Susan, for helping out there. So there's still lots more in the box. Can you believe it? Oh, now this two little white blobs here. And again, very, very mega cheap. Thank you, Kath. Look, Kath put the link up, Karen. Kath put the link up. So if you look at Kath's link, that would take you in, and then you just give permission to give your name, and then it will show your name. All right. See these? I thought these would be very useful because what they are, they're cable tidies. Whoops. They're cable tidies. So, you know when your phone wires drip all over the place, you can stick those down somewhere and keep your cables tidy. Now, I did see some since I bought these, and I'm gonna put these all round because I charge my phone all over the flat. I've actually just bought some more cables to charge. I've got a red one and a blue one in there somewhere. I don't know where the blue one's gone, but there was a blue one in there just now. And I've just bought 2 of these, but I'm going to get some more. And I've seen some with a thumb like that. So the hand, and that appealed to my sense of humor. So I might get some with the thumb up where you can put the cable through the hand like that. But it just makes me smile. And for a few pennies, that's not bad, is it? Then a brush. Now this brush was for cleaning the keyboard. But you know what? Today, when I was tidying out my drawers, I found a brush like this that I've forgotten I ever had. And I cleaned the keyboard already. But I think it was like about 30p or something like that. So I don't think that will matter too much. But it was the one I found before this one came today was amazing. It got loads and loads of dust out of my keyboard for my computer. So very, very, very good. I can highly recommend these. And then I have, so I mean, there are just so many things on Temu and so many useful gadgets. And when I'm going to have a few days out with family, so I won't be at home to receive parcels. But when I come back, I'm going to order some other things that won't, ones that won't go through the. You can't see the link in Facebook. I don't know then. Oh well, there we are. Kath saying just click on it, just click on it and give it permission. So I don't know. See if you can do that. So I'm going to order some. I want some bits and pieces like. I've got another order coming and I can't remember what I've ordered. I've got to go back in and look because it's one of those things where you think, oh, I might have that or I might have that. So I've got to look and see what I have already ordered that's coming in the next parcel. But some gadgets to make life easier. Like I think I've ordered a little basket to go in the fridge so that sometimes there's a big gap between one shelf and the next. You can move the shelves, but sometimes you still get a gap. And there's a basket that you can put in to fill that gap. Things like that. Some hooks to go over the doors in the kitchen, so I can put. I want to put my kitchen roll hanging. Rather, it's on one of those poles that stands up. Now that pole can come into the craft room, and I can use kitchen towel on that in here. But in the kitchen, I want it hanging. And you can get little hooks and things to go over the doors and all sorts of gadgets. Amazing amount of gadget. So this, I better be careful. This is a little craft knife. All right. I was wanting a craft knife the other day and I couldn't find one. I ordered this, but then I realized I do also have one in my Ultimate Pro, which is a which is a kit from Crafter's Companion. I'd forgot, but I tried that before and wasn't so good. But I think this was about 38p. I thought, let's have a go with that. You know, last of the big spenders here. Right, now this one, what is this? I don't know what this one is. It's a die and I've forgotten what it. Some of the dies I forget. I have to go back and look what they were. So what is? Oh, I know. I think. No, I think this is for. I think this is for wrapping things round. You know, a die, and then it makes a slit, and I think it's for wrapping ends of ribbon or something round. I think. Oh, I'm hopeless, aren't I? Most of them I do know what they are. This, I know what this is. Look. And I thought that would make a brilliant. Have you seen? Have many of you seen the? Oh, hello, Finley. You've got a new account. You Flavio. Sorry for. All right. Okay. You got a new account, and you're sorry for last week. Okay. Well, you have to behave yourself if you're going to come in here. We don't mind, but you've got to behave yourself. All right. So have you seen my pop-up cards that I make? I've made quite a few pop-up cards where the card folds flat to go in the envelope and then it makes into a square and all the things pop up. So I thought that would make a wonderful one for anybody who's like a cook or you know, enjoys cooking or whatever. And I think I've got, look, oh, I've got another one similar. I think, whoops, oh dear. This one had the apron with it. Look, the outer die, the outside bit is the apron, and this one it's just come apart. They do come apart, but you know, I've got some of the tools there, and then I've got lots of the tools there. So this one has, what have we got on here? We've got a rolling pin, a spatula, a whisk, a blender, and a cooking, a glove, an oven glove. Is what I mean. And on this one, we've got lots more. We've got spoons. We've got a big spoon, little spoon. We've got a fork. We've got a spatula. We've got an apron. We've got a whisk. We've got another flat spatula and a knife and an oven glove and a rolling pin and a salt and pepper pot. And I'm not quite sure what that is. Right. Not that. That. Anybody say what that is? It might become more obvious when I cut it out of paper, but I'm not quite sure what that is. But it will. I'm sure it will become obvious. You can see I'm going to have lots of fun, can't you? And that's why I'm keen to get the craft room sorted and then get on and do some crafting. And now Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. Look, can you see that one? That's a nice little fireplace with the stockings at the side. Can you see? That's good. And Halloween is coming. Ben on Crafter's Companion keeps singing that song, Halloween is coming. I can't do it because I'm useless at holding any sort of tune. Yeah, much cheaper than the shop prices. Oh, hello, Karen. There she is. Look, she has arrived in Facebook with her name there. Lovely to see you, Karen. So let's, yes, much cheaper. You love the fireplace die? You have to come and have a play, Susan. Come and do some crafting when you get a minute. Look, Halloween's coming. There we are. We got a spider. I've already got little spider dies, but I haven't got a nice big web like that. I thought that would be wonderful. My grandson has his birthday on Halloween. So several years in a row, I've done him Halloween type cards. One year I did. I was inspired by somebody on YouTube, and I did I think it was Sam Calcutt, and I did a pull up spider web type thing. That was really fun. All sorts of different things. Right now, oh, this is another Halloween one. Don't know how well you can make that out, but there's witch's boots in the middle of a spider's web, and then there are some spiders around the edge as well. Don't know if you can see that. Don't know how well you can see that, but when I cut them out, it will become much more obvious. Sounds good to you? Yes, please do, Susan. Message me afterwards and let's get this show on the road. We could do some crafting. We could do some crafting for fun. We could do some crafting for charity. Very important to get these charity things done. I keep saying I'm going to, and then I keep not being tidy enough to do it. So I really must. Right. And here's some numbers. And these numbers are on sort of on sticks. I thought that was a different way of presenting them. So that's fun. Can somebody go? Is it 6? It must be about 6 o'clock because I've been on an hour, and Crafter's Companion will be coming on now, but I'm nearly finished, and then I should go and watch Crafter's Companion. If anybody wants to leave to go over there, I understand. If you want to watch us both at the same time, I understand that too. Look, some nice hearts that go on the edge there as well. Thank you, Susan, for the time check. I saw that I'd been live for an hour, and I knew I went live just after 5, so I knew it must be just after 6. But one of the things I must do is get a clock up on the wall in here. I've got a clock. Maybe I can get some kind soul to put it up. What? Oh, I don't need to open this one. I don't know why I'm opening it. This is just lots of bubbles. Bubble dye. That'd be nice and fun. What else have we got? Oh, and then look at this. Little snails. I thought they were fun too. You got to go. Okay, everyone, no problem. I'm almost finished anyway, so catch up with you soon. See you later in the week. But I'll be in touch beforehand. How much was the X? It wasn't, Ailey, it was free postage. That's why I did it. I don't like paying for postage. And when I found out it was free postage, that's when I did my order, because I don't like paying for postage. With Crafter's Companion, if my order is over £20, because I'm a platinum member, I never pay postage. There we go. Look. Ah, that's lucky, isn't it? 4-leaf clover. Nearly at the bottom. We're nearly done. Now I've got a whole load of little plastic bags to clear up. I did start opening them all before the broadcast, but then I ran out of time. This one's a real hoot. Can you imagine what this might be? It's a real hoot. I can't find the way into the package. Sorry, folks. I can't get into the package. I'll have to get the scissors. You're right. It is an owl. Maybe the little clue of it's a real hoot. Maybe that was the clue you needed. Look, lots of bits. When they send it to you, they send them all attached to each other. Now you can take them apart, but I tend to put them through the die cutter, all together, so I don't lose the bits. And then do it through different colours depending on what you need. And now this one, this is the die that goes round. Do you remember I showed you a gingerbread girl? Well, when you've stamped it and coloured it in, you can then put it through the die cutter with the die, and it will cut it out for you. So I won't bother to open that. And we're nearly done. 2 more, I think, unless I've dropped any on the floor. And this one I thought was quite a fun one to have in the collection. And this is chess pieces and a dice, and clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds, and some playing cards. I thought that would be quite fun for making pop-up cards as well, because I'm going to make a lot of those pop-up cards. I'm making some. I've got a lot of cards half made that I need to finish off, because the Embracing Age charity on the island sends birthday cards to people who live in care homes, who don't have families. And I thought that would be nice to make it. I'm going to make a batch of 50 of them. I've got quite a lot of them part done. Just need to crack on now. And then finally, there's hang on. An igloo. And I do have some penguin stamps that I think would go very nicely with the igloo. So, folks, what do you think about my goodies? Do you think I got a good a good lot of lovely stuff. And as I say, it was all very reasonably priced. You know, I couldn't believe it. I've done another order today, and I was putting things in the basket. The price didn't seem to be going up at all. It did a bit, and then it said, "Oh, if you spend this much, you can have 30% off as well." So you already got it on discount, and then if you spent that much, you're going to get more off, and free shipping. And because I'm using Top Cashback, I will get cashback on it as well. So, anyway. I hope you've enjoyed it. What was your favourite thing in the box, anybody? Tell me what your favourite item was that came out of my goodie box. And I mean, there's so much on that site. There's clothes, there's gadgets, there's all sorts of different things. I mean, obviously I went for the craft stuff, because that's what I do. But, there's some lovely, lovely things on there. And I don't know that I'll be shopping anywhere else much with so many lovely things. Susan liked the music die and the igloo. Excellent. Yes, I know. And I keep seeing new ones that are different that I haven't seen before. There's one of, I think I've got one of Dopey. Sorry, I'm just catching my throat. Dopey from the Dwarfs I've got coming. I could only see one. I couldn't see. You got 10 out of 10 from Scotland. Your favourite was the circus. Excellent. Susan loved the fireplace die too. I don't know. I mean, I just love it all. And maybe my least favourite would be the toilet brush, only because that's something that has to be done and not part of my craft world. Although you never know. I might buy another one of these and find a use in the craft room for it. Not the same one that's been in the toilet, obviously. But there may be a craft use for that. I don't know. But I am very pleased, and I hope you've enjoyed what I've been showing you. And I hope it's made a little bit more fun on this horrible wet I was going to say Sunday afternoon, but it's only Saturday, isn't it? I keep doing that when I get to the weekend. I keep forgetting what day it is. And I don't know why. When I went to work, I always knew what day it was. And I used to have to write the date up on the board and that sort of thing when I was teaching. And these days, they all merge into one. It doesn't matter because I'm retired. I love all my days. Some days I love better than others. But although I'm tired today, I've had fun. I'm glad you enjoyed me sharing. I've had fun sorting all this stuff out and sharing it with you. Sorry, I was just looking at things over there and trying to get in getting my craft room tidy. I've made more mess because it always gets worse before it gets better, doesn't it? But as I say, I've got another piece of furniture that needs to be shifted, and it's a big bit, so I think I mustn't do it on my own. But getting there and getting organized. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to benefit from getting cash back and you don't already belong, use that link there. If you can't get that link there, send me a message and I'll send it to you in in Messenger. I'm going to go now. I think I've talked too much and that's why I'm coughing. But I will be back soon. Not quite sure when. I'm not sort of doing the regular slots at the moment, but I just thought it would be nice to have a chat, see what I was up to, and break the boredom of a horrible wet Saturday afternoon. And I can hear the rain pounding as well now. So bye everybody. Thanks for joining me, and do keep coming back, and let's keep inspiring each other. But I want to get some of this crafting done very soon. Bye, everybody.